Hi, I'm Nikki.
And I'm Ivan.
And together we are the Disney couple.
Still thinking about all of the announcements of D23? One thing is for sure, there are going to be a lot of exciting things coming our way very soon and beyond. So let's recap all of the main storylines of D23. With the nighttime show in Disney World, some people either love or hate Enchantment, especially with the absence of the song Happily Ever After not being played. Well, starting next year, Happily Ever After will start playing again with an updated nighttime fireworks show debut over Cinderella's Castle in 2023. Here's hoping we can get some of the magic back that some of you are missing with the new nighttime spectacular. This next piece is really exciting. Starting in November, the Mandalorian and Grogu will start appearing at Star Wars Galaxy Edge at Disneyland Park. As you can see here, Mando is standing in his usual garb, and then attached to his waist is Grogu. This looks absolutely adorable. A true father and son pose to be sure. No announcement on when or if the pair will appear in Disney World. Here's hoping that is already in the works. We finally have an end date for when World Celebration will be finished in Epcot. Looks like late 2023, the construction walls will finally be taken down and we will finally see the new and hopefully improved World Celebration. Of course, these dates tend to sometimes slip a bit. Looking forward to finally get some much needed shade and experiencing everything this new multi-year construction project has promised us, including meet and greets with Figment and the Walt Disney statue in Dreamer's Point. Now here is something that I didn't know. When the Haunted Mansion opened up in Anaheim back in 1969, the Hatbox Ghost was part of the attraction. However, the effect didn't work as planned and was shelved a few months later. Then, back in 2015, the Hatbox Ghost made his triumphant return as part of Disneyland's 60th anniversary. The Hatbox Ghost was at Magic Kingdom as well early on and then put on ice too. Well, now we know that starting sometime in 2023, the Hatbox Ghost will once again entertain guests on his beloved attraction in the Magic Kingdom. TRON Lightcycle Run will finally, and I mean finally, launch guests into the digital domain. Here in this video, Josh DeMauro and a bunch of lucky cast members experience a practice run on this highly anticipated ride, which we now know will open in spring 2023, perhaps in time for the ongoing 50th anniversary celebration. Ride looks fantastic and we are so excited. The Disney Treasure will embark on the high seas starting in 2024. In this sneak peek, we can see the Grand Hall will be inspired by the splendor and amazement of a palace featuring Jasmine, Aladdin on their magic carpet. Also, you can get subtle hints of Asia and Africa. Love the color and hoping we get to experience this ourselves sometime in the very near future. Staying with Disney Cruise Line news, repositioning cruises for the Disney Wonder will be offered sometime in the near future, traveling to places like Fiji and Samoa. And also for the very first time, Disney Cruise Line will be extending their magic to fans located in Australia and New Zealand during limited time cruises in late October 2023. Heading back over to the Bahamas, work continues on Lighthouse Point, a new island destination for Disney Cruise Line guests that will complement Castaway Cay. Lighthouse Point is expected to open in the first half of 2024 and will feature white sandy beaches, crystal clear water, and level of service that has been with Disney Cruise Line since their maiden voyage back in 1998. Disney 100 Years of Wonder will start in January and be celebrated across all of the parks, with the heart of the celebration rooted in the Disneyland Resort in Anaheim. Of course, with any Disney celebration, expect specialty food and beverages, merchandise, character experiences, and much more. Stay tuned as more of the celebration kicks off next year.
ANDOR has kicked off its premiere with an unheard of 3 episodes on its first day of streaming. Once again, this story follows Cassian Andor leading up to the events of Rogue One, a Star Wars story, with showrunner Tony Gilroy of the Jason Bourne series fame leading us through a much different story showing the more serious side of Star Wars. Again, streaming right now on Disney+, Be sure to check this one out. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. Now, for all you fans of Willow out there, prepare to continue the story on November 30th, as Willow will begin streaming on Disney+. According to Disney, this will be a sequel to the 1988 film, and will reprise Warwick Davis as Willow as the title role. Prepare to be taken back once again to Andywine, with all the magic and passion of brownies, trolls, sorcerers, and where all sorts of magical creatures flourish. I'm very excited to hear and finally see this come to life. This has been tossed around since 2005, and will feature the talents of Ron Howard and Brian Grazer, and others set as executive producers. Not to mention bringing back most of the original cast from the 1988 film. I can't wait to see where this journey will take all of us. Now, who's ready for Ahsoka? Ever since making her debut back in 2008 in the animated series Star Wars: The Clone Wars, and leading up to her other debut in The Mandalorian Season 2, we've been waiting very patiently for this series to finally materialize. Well, sometime in 2023 we will get our wish, as Ahsoka will finally get her own series on Disney+. Starring Rosario Dawson, and of course under the watchful eyes of Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni, we'll join Ahsoka Tano each week as she continues to pursue all threats on her way of life. Now, Star Wars Skeleton Crew. Once again, Favreau and Filoni will have their influence in this series. Starring Jude Law, Skeleton Crew tells a story of 4 kids who find themselves lost in the galaxy and then trying to find their way back home. Alright, I've made you wait long enough for it. Let's talk about The Mandalorian Season 3. This will drop sometime in 2023 on Disney+. And it appears in this latest trailer that once again Mando and Grogu are going on a quest this time for redemption. And of course, we'll all know there will be plenty of surprises along the way. Super excited about this, and can't wait to see what Filoni and Favreau have in store for us this season. Lastly, for Lucasfilm, Indiana Jones 5 will be headed to theaters on June 30th, 2023. Surprisingly, Harrison Ford was on stage at D23, and with much emotion commented, "Thank you for making these films such an incredible experience for all of us." Ford later continued, "I'm very proud to say that this one is fantastic. And Indiana Jones movies are all about fantasy and mystery, but they're also about heart. I'm really happy that we have a really human story to tell, as well as a movie that'll kick your butt. We'll definitely see next summer what this latest installment has to offer." Now we're headed over to Marvel, starting off with something that looks like Marvel's first ever Halloween special. Directed by Michael Giacchino, who is not only an Academy Award-winning composer of many Disney, Pixar, and Marvel films, but also an accomplished filmmaker as well. This looks like a very fun film, and I can't wait to check it out. Start streaming October the 7th. Secret Invasion is up next, starring one of my 2 favorite actors, Don Cheadle and Samuel L. Jackson, in a thrilling new series that follows shape-shifting Skrulls, who've been taking over Earth for many years. The trailer looks absolutely amazing, consisting of 6 episodes in 2023, and of course will be streaming exclusively on Disney+. Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, which follows up from the blockbuster Black Panther back in 2018, opens up in theaters on November 11th. Ironheart takes place right after the events of Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, and follows Riri Williams as she struggles to build the perfect iron suit, while also diving into the dynamics of tech and magic. This will start streaming in late 2023. Ant-Man and Wasp: Quantumania. This will officially kick off Phase 5 of the MCU, starring Paul Rudd, Evangeline Lilly, Jonathan Majors, and also Michael Douglas, Michelle Pfeiffer, and Katherine Newton, as together they continue to explore the quantum realm, embarking on an adventure that will push them to the limits of what they thought was possible. Opening in theaters on February 17th. Now, kicking off Phase 6 will be Fantastic Four, being directed by Matt Shakman, who, as you may or may not know, directed every episode of WandaVision. This film will be in theaters on November 8th, 2024. Captain America: New World Order, continuing Sam Wilson's journey as Captain America, coming to theaters May 3rd, 2024. Lastly, over at the 20th Century Camp, Avatar: The Way of Water opens up in theaters on December 16th and continues the story of Jake Sully, now as part of the Na'vi race. Obviously, this film will feature heavily on water, and with a reported budget of $250 million will make Avatar: The Way of Water one of the most expensive films of all time. Looking forward to see what magic James Cameron can pull out of his hat this time around. Well, that wraps up our D23 recap. Of course, we have links to all the stories and much more down below. And out of all these announcements, what are you most excited for? Let us know in the comments down below.
Thanks for watching today's episode.
And remember to like, subscribe, and click the bell for future episode notifications.
Have a magical day.